Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to yet another WhatsApp vlog, number 143. Workouts still, and with week 4 well and truly in the rearview mirror now. It's on to week 5, and I may be being overly optimistic, but I actually quite like what I'm seeing at the moment. So, after my catastrophic, abysmal display yesterday, at the very least I want to get through this one without having to stop for anything, or fall off the bike, or be sick, or basically moan about it as much as I did before. So I can't guarantee that that's what's going to happen, but that is my main objective. Right, so we're WKG workout by Franklin Bespoke, week 5, workout 1. Let's get on to the high-pitched description.
Welcome to week 5, and we're starting with a mixed workout. Yes, it will be challenging on the lungs and legs, but here we really want to work on that technique and maintain forming when you're under pressure and fatigued. So if I were you, I'd forget about the numbers, switch erg mode on and let them happen. Let's concentrate on your breathing, your heart rate, your cadence, as well as having no dead spots in the pedal stroke. Down through the ball of your foot and up through the knee is how to think of it. So we're starting with a slow build, then jumping up to 3 sprints before we hit the meat of the workout, with some workout in and around sweet spots at 85%. Enjoy, forget the numbers and concentrate on other equally as important aspects. Stress point 69.
Okay, so yeah, I quite like the sound of that. The fact that it's more about technique than out and out power for the what is it, an hour and 5 minutes this one. So, but yesterday's one started off really nicely and I was quite enjoying it until about 35-40 minutes in, and then I almost met my demise. So anyway, let's just crack on with it. I think I'm going to do the same route as I did yesterday as well. I really like that. Obviously it didn't work that well for me, but I do like the jungle circuit a lot. And here we go. Let's do... Oh, are we lagging already? Got to work out a better way of doing this. Let's bring the camera out a little bit. This definitely seemed to work better, less laggy yesterday than the previous day's workout vlog, so we will leave it at that and hope for the best. Alright, let's get this warm-up done. Okay, just keeping a steady eye on my heart rate, which was at 240 BPM for a couple of seconds there. A little bit concerning. Thank you, M. Hazelwood, for the ride on. I missed a couple as well. I think I saw Zoe, Rinka. Is it Rinka or Rinka? Still, you must let me know one day how to pronounce your name properly, my friend. D. Davis. Hey, D. Smith. Right on time. I'm sure I've forgotten others. Right, so that's the warm-up nearly done. The first block looks nice and manageable as well. 2 minutes or 1 minute at 180 watts. I'll see if there's any kind of cadence instructions to go with that. I had some ride-ons while I was doing that warm-up. Thank you, obviously, Mr. Tim James, Lion Rock Cycling. Cheers, buddy. I saw Ruth Ambrose as well. And at the same time, some emails popping up with some RAS segments that she's completed. So great job, Ruth. Keep it going. And apologies for anyone else that I've forgotten. But right, here we go. I'm going to step it up to 180. No cadence instructions, so I'm actually going to try and keep it up at around 90 if I can. Okay, we're jumping up to 215 now for another 2 minutes. Heart rate's fine at the moment, so I'm trying to keep it under control. Keep this kind of cadence. Try and keep my upper body as still as I can. Keep looking down at my screen camera down here, which gives me an idea of how much I'm moving. It's at a slight angle and the bike does wobble a bit, so it's not perfect. Hey, Mr. Olaf Bunk. Oh man, good to see you. Thanks for the ride on. This is where things are going to get a little bit fruity for a while. 2 minutes at 2:45. Again, I'm going to try and keep the cadence up. That was part of my problem yesterday, so I let my legs almost grind to a halt. Hey Sean, Mr. Sean Lowe, thanks for the ride on, buddy. Good to see you. Looking forward to 2 in real life trips with you now, mate. Mont Ventoux and Tour de Lakes. Should be good. There we go. End of that block. Try and get my heart down now. It's 1 minute at 170. Okay, so we've got some 30-second bursts. Getting out of the saddle. That's alright, apart from my driver doesn't enjoy that at all. Mr. Hunter. Hello, my man. Thanks for the ride on. And I know you're glad to see the back of week 4 as well. So good job, buddy. Okay, here we go. Jay Bradley, thank you very much for the ride on. Just so I try and catch my breath for the next sprint. Here we go. Sorry guys, just pulled my microphone off. The end of that first one. So it's 5 minutes at 200 watts 5 times with a 2 minute 180 watt break in between. So that really is sort of holding sweet spot training. Let's try and get my heart down a bit. Okay, so I managed to knock a few BPMs off my heart rate at 180 watts. So I'm not going to talk now for the remainder of this set. So I'm going to do all the remaining 5 blocks without talking. Try and be really steady.
Up here, we're free, bound only by frozen memories. Lost in time, racing all these broken dreams tonight.
Thank you W Steinman for the ride on. So I'm just about to start on the final 200 watt 5 minute block and 180 watt 2 minute block. Then we're done. Let's try and get that cadence back up. That's the worst of it done. Just got to hold on to this 180 for 2 minutes now. Oh, so suddenly I'm spinning without any resistance. There we go. Alright, and we are done. Oh, I still got to carry on at 160 for a bit. That's alright, heart rate's coming down nicely. I needed that one today. Perfectly timed. I needed one where I feel like I've done a decent warm-up, a decent workout, but actually succeeded. Something to feel a bit more positive about. The last two basically destroyed me, so I needed a positive, and that was a good one. Really good one. I definitely feel like I've been working, but there was only, it was probably only the last minute of that last 200 watts where I felt like I was straining a little bit. And I think that's largely psychological. You sort of look up and see there's only a minute left, and suddenly everything seems a little bit heavier and a bit tighter. And felt like a bit of a grind to get through that last minute. But no, I'm really pleased with that one. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Franklin. That was a good workout. So it's basically sweet spot, hold your sweet spot, and then 80%. Do you know what else? I'm learning some terminology from this as well. Some of the phrases that I've been too embarrassed to ask. And obviously I learned what threshold is. I now know sweet spot, if I'm right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I'm thinking sweet spot is about 95% of your threshold. Threshold being your maximum power you could hold for an hour, giving it absolutely everything. So 90% of that is your sweet spot, and then the cool-off periods I was doing at 80%. So yeah, really good. Really, I actually did enjoy that one, I'll say. Not often you enjoy a workout, but I did enjoy that one because, like I say, it feels satisfying to have completed it, but still with a fair amount of pain in my legs and my lungs. So that was a good one. Right, I don't think I've really got anything to tell you guys now. I've rambled on enough yesterday, so I'll keep this video nice and sweet, nice and short and sweet. And just thank you all again for watching. Thank you for all your nice comments from you guys that have finished the RAS. I'm really glad you enjoyed it, or are getting the sense of satisfaction from it that I was hoping that you would. And it's amazing to see so many people completing it already. So keep up the good work, and I will leave it there. Carry on my warm down, sign off, bid you all good night, catch you on the next one. Ciao.